Hey guys, it's Kicking Pilates. So, today is about breathing and the PSOAS and releasing your PSOAS. So, breathing is, as you're growing in high school and college, you don't really have a lot of body awareness. So, it's all these breathing concepts, the older you get, the more you kind of get it. But like anything else, the younger we are, we need to feel something to understand it. So, the reason why the breathing and PSOAS are important is because where the PSOAS basically connects from the top of your femur all the way up on each vertebrae up to your rib cage. So that's pretty much to your diaphragm, okay? So it's important because they're connected. So first we're gonna start out with some breathing exercises. And you don't have to practice this throughout the day. It's just something for you to try, because especially a lot of guys with lordosis, or the anterior pelvic tilt, a lot of guys tend to be really strong up here, like I was in the very beginning. I was very quaddy in the upper abs, but the more balanced guys are strong towards their lower ab and lumbar column. So I'm gonna give you a little test. So I want you to do, go to a wall, put your knees at the tabletop around 90. Just go ahead and give a little pressure in your knees so your butt flares up a little bit. Can't get your hand underneath here, ribs in. Okay, so what I want to take you to do, take your pointer finger and your thumb. So take your thumb and dig it in your upper abs, right below your rib. Take your pointer finger or middle finger, put it right on the inside of this ilium, this hip bone right here, right in your lower abs, okay? So what I'm gonna do, take my fingers and put them here. And now, the way we're supposed to work, and I did the opposite for a long time, is when we inhale, we want to feel those inner core muscles flexing. I used to do the opposite, just like a million people do the opposite, but it's pretty simple. When you see if any of you ever seen a baby, you ever seen them breathe, when they breathe, they go out and up, okay? And most people, the guy with the beer, drinking beer all day with a big beer belly, it's kind of the opposite, okay? So, easy way to see if you're breathing right or which side of your abs are a little bit more active is this breathing exercise. So really dig in those fingers, and as you inhale, you should be pushing your abs out. All your bottom abs and your upper abs should be pushing your finger and your thumb, pushing it out. So just a little breathing exercise. Just sit here for 20, 30 reps, take a deep breath in, and relax, and contract on the way in, and relax. And on every single one, I want you to be flexing those abs and pushing those fingers out, really expanding your abdominal cage, okay? So that's the first one. And I think a lot of those guys, especially kickers who've been pushing off your toe, you'll feel that it's a little bit less active in your lower kicking abdomen on your kicking side, because it was for me for a long time and I had to practice and get out of it. Okay, so that's one thing, just a little body awareness thing. But remember, all you guys are the anterior pelvic tilt, very strong up here but very low down here. So we can't just flip a light switch and get it strong. We gotta activate it, we gotta feel it, and then we can integrate with lots of other stuff. So hey guys, Kicking Pilates. All right, so lordosis, anterior pelvic tilt, guys. Very strong up here, very weak down here. Very strong right here, very weak right where our lumbar comes to our sacrum, okay? So today's about releasing the PSOAS. This is painful, guys, so if you haven't peed yet, I suggest you do, because we gotta smash these organs to get to the PSOAS. So where is the PSOAS again? PSOAS from the top of our femur through our hip, and it attaches all the way up our lumbar, basically to our rib cage, okay? Right in the back and our diaphragm on the inside, okay? So the only way to get it, you can use a baseball, softball. I use something like this. I think it's like 12 bucks at Sports Authority. So the only way to get it is do those breathing exercises. You gotta lay down, face down on the ball. I'll show you in a sec. But when you contract, push the ball in, and when you relax, you got to really let that ball go all the way deep to the back of your spine. Try to massage that PSOAS from the inside. So a lot of you guys sticking your butt out, anterior pelvic tilt, super tight lower PSOAS. It's a little bit thicker the lower down your spine it is, because you remember, It's the only muscle or the only tendon group connecting your upper body to your lower body, and it needs to be thicker and stronger right in that bottom. But if it's out of place, it's going to get super tight, which is going to give you super chronically tight hamstrings, super tight lower back all the time. So here's how we do it. It's going to be painful, so we're just going to do 10 at a time, okay? So I want you to take this ball, and remember, wherever your spine is, we're going right to the right or right to the left. We want to start as low as possible, right in the thickest, strongest part of the psoas. So all the way down, almost by your pubic bone, in between your pubic bone and your rib. And I want you to relax as much as you can. It's very painful. And when you breathe in, just like the breathing exercise, we want to push the ball out with our lower abs. And when we exhale, we just want to relax deeper in there. And I want to just do this 10 times on each side. Breathe in, pushing ourselves out, and relax. Get it deep in there, massaging almost the inside of your spine. It feels really uncomfortable because you're smashing the organs to get to your psoas, okay? Breathe in, and breathe out all the way down. And you can just roll up and down as you breathe in, pushing yourself up, and relax all the way deep. Very painful, very painful. So, to start out, a couple times a week, I just want you to do 10 to 15 breaths, working your way up the psoas, both sides, okay? One side, then the other, take a break. One side, 10 to 15, then the other, break, and do it one more time. And see how that feels, then stretch a little bit after. And I think you'll feel your lower back. You'll get a little bit more mobility, side to side, internal, external. Give it a shot.